Folks, looking at the US index here on a 4-hourly chart. It gapped down, filled in the gap on the open, broke down. It's had a bit of a bounce off this smaller 4-hourly order block, which is sort of inside this bigger one here. My gut feel though is we're still trending down. It could bounce off this level, break these, and start to reverse. The overall trend is still down, so I'm actually looking for this low to be run out, and it to continue lower, and potentially trigger off this area here, which will send pound higher. Now I did say if I was going to look for longs, I was going to look for longs on pound, not on the euro, so that's what I'm doing. We have an hourly order block. We've pressed up in Asia, just tagged the highs here, so almost made a triple top, pressing back down, reacting off it back into these lows. Now I don't expect this to really smash down. I think the retail perspective will be that we've got a triple top or some sort of double top here, and that's possibly where this selling pressure is coming in. But we're in the first 20 minutes of London. We're getting pressed down. That's a strong indication that that's the due to swing on the day. Even though we're just sort of pressing back into Asia, I'm not actually anticipating a run through the bottom of Asia. Even if I could do that, I would be looking for longs off what is effectively this order block, stops below this low, and target a run on the high would do me for today. So if I'm getting around here somewhere, 20 pips stop, and gun for, that's about 30 pips, you could gun for about 40, 50 pips maybe, 40 pips if you're a 10 pip stop run on the high, which is perfectly reasonable. So I'll try and get in around 26.30, around 26.40, 26.35 area. See if this will give me a step down here, and I'll jump in. I'll just try and catch the entry on the video. So I might not be saying a lot for the next few minutes, and I'll just try and snipe it as it drops down there. And then you'll either see if we get a reaction or see if we get a dropping down there at the moment. So we got news-wise today, nothing much. Until 1:30, there's a speaker on the pound. So there's no news really today. There's the GDP on tomorrow, 4 p.m. my time. A little bit of pound news. French bank holiday for the euro. USD CPI tomorrow evening, or in New York open. Bank of Japan stuff. Speaker for the US. So there's a few little bits and pieces. Particular speakers, industrial production on the US. There's a few things happening this week. Crude oil inventories on Thursday. Aussie unemployment change in rates. There's a bit of Chinese Aussie news about. There's a bit of CAD news about. Some EU refinancing rate on Thursday evening at 9:45. So interest rate announcement for the EU, core retail sales on the US. So Thursday could be, New York could be a big mover. Going into Friday's pound speaker at 8 o'clock on the pound. So pound might be a bit choppy Friday. So there could be a bit of movement, bit choppy. We'll wait and see what we get. Just jump back here. There's certainly enough news in the markets this week to give us some movement, some volatility. Just hang on there. The velocity of this downwards move is definitely slowing. We can see that in the candles here, 5 minute chart. That one's possibly every time it steps down it jumps back. Every time it jumps up it's flipping back down. It's doing a few funny little bits and pieces. Give us a bit of an expansion through this low. It's reacting again. Lovely reaction off that 40 level, lines up with the 618. You're going to punch through the low now. And there it goes. I think getting along there. And we'll see what we get here. This swing could be run from there, it could be run from here. Definitely getting in at a discount area. And a stop down there, it's about 20 pips down. That level there is this old low over here. And it's running a that's a 200 extension of that move, which is about 70 pips up. We take it just before that high. Right on that high is 2 to 1. It's about 50 pips. I think that's potentially the more possible to get the 200 extension out of it. I'll gauge it, see what it does when it runs into this high, if it gets up there. It could just as easily barrel straight down here and form a triple top up here. And I could be wrong, or we could get a reaction off this hourly order block. Wait and see, and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so this is a euro trade that I took in Asia as we ran up and ran Friday's high. And I took it because I was keen to be short around this level. I do think we have primed for a short in and around this area on the euro. So I took a small position here, with a fairly wide stop, and I'm just looking to add to this almost as almost as a hedge against the cable trade. If the cable trade doesn't work out, the chances of the euro working out are quite high. If the US index does get very bullish, then it'll drive the euro down here. So a bit of a poke up a little bit higher. I'm trying to get 1.1320 if I can on the short side. About 1.5 pips away from it. May still go a little bit higher, but I'm happy to just add a little bit more to this position. We've got this bounce from here, strong uptrend. It's actually broken. If you put a trend line up through here, it's broken that. Possibly return, retest type thing into the structure of these lows and these lows, and then look for a continued drop. Now you may see both these trades could also work out. You should see cable rallying a lot harder, though it's not, on the back of the euro rally. It's just a matter of waiting and seeing what we get here. Oops. All I wanted was to get an idea of where 50% of this range comes in at, roughly. We've pretty much hit it right now. If we break and close below 50% of this range, then the likelihood of the trade working out diminishes significantly, and I'll look to quit it before it takes a full stop out. But if we can bounce off this 50% level and get some strength upside, then I'll obviously leave it on. Okay, so cable kept dropping, closed below the 50% on the close of this 15-minute candle here. It then opened, rallied back up. I exited my position for -1%, and then it just kept dropping. So we have sort of run up, retested these highs, just poked through them, and then just rolled over on the day for that. US index is proving to be quite strong, and even though I did say last week I'd be looking for shorts on euro, which is what I did, and I have held those shorts. So still looking for this to punch down. I've got so that's the position I put on in Asia, and then added to it when it looked like US index was going to keep going higher, and we were rallying up here. I'll hold on to it. I'll see if I can get a breakdown through the lows, see what the US index, how the US index closes. If it wants to reject strongly, I may end up pulling it. Yeah, hopefully we can get a couple of winners out of this and make a positive start to the week. See how we go. So in the end here, the euro has also reversed and come back and stop me out. So I've lost 1.5% on those two entries. I bought the stop down on the first entry, lost 0.5% on that, and lost 1% on this second entry. So there was 1.5% lost there, and 1% lost on cable. So that's where we're at for today. I'll come back, reanalyze, and go again tomorrow. I'll catch you soon. Bye, folks.